Welcome to Determined Mindset Business Links. Today, we're going to talk about something that has fueled empires, disrupted industries, and brought about some of the most transformative changes in business history, expanding into new markets. This is not just a strategy. It's a mindset. It's the embodiment of growth, courage, and innovation. Expanding into new markets is how small businesses become global powerhouses. It's how stagnation becomes momentum. And it's how we write the next chapter of our story, boldly and without apology. The call to adventure. Every business, no matter how large or small, starts with a single idea. Maybe it was in a garage, a dorm room, or a coffee shop. That idea, fueled by passion and grit, grows into a product, a service, a team, and eventually a company. But growth doesn't stop when we hit our first million or our first successful product launch. Growth is a continual process, and new markets are the horizon we're meant to chase. So why expand? Because the world is bigger than our comfort zone. Because there are people out there who need what we offer, people who haven't yet heard our story, used our product, or experienced our impact. Because complacency is the enemy of greatness. Let's be clear. Expansion is not for the faint of heart. It involves risk. It involves the unknown. But it also involves potential. Unrealized, untapped, extraordinary potential. The opportunities ahead. Today, we live in a world where technology connects us faster than ever before. Markets that once felt distant are now a click, a shipment, or a conversation away. Whether you're thinking of entering a new city, a new country, or a new digital space, you're stepping into a place filled with opportunity. Take a look at companies that dare to step outside their core markets. Starbucks wasn't content serving coffee in Seattle. They expanded across the U.S., then globally. Now, they adapt their menu to local cultures, from matcha lattes in Japan to masala chai in India. Netflix didn't stop with DVDs or even American subscribers. It created local content for global audiences, investing in series in Korea, India, and Europe, becoming a household name in over 190 countries. These aren't just examples of scale. They're stories of adaptation, innovation, and relentless drive. And that's what expanding into new markets requires. Overcoming the fear. So what stops most businesses from expanding? Fear. Fear of failure. Fear of the unknown. Fear of the cost, the complexity, the cultural differences, the logistics. But fear is not a reason to stop. Fear is a reason to prepare. You do not need to know everything about a new market on day one. What you need is the willingness to listen, learn, and lead. Study the landscape. Learn the cultural nuances. Understand the local competition. Engage partners on the ground. Get boots in the market. Think of expansion like entering a new relationship. You don't assume you know everything. You listen. You adapt. You show respect, and you build trust. And when trust is earned, success follows. Strategy meets passion. Of course, entering new markets must be strategic. You need data research and a plan. But strategy without passion is hollow. Passion is what will push your team through the late nights and tough calls. Passion is what will rally investors, excite customers, and attract local partners. Start by identifying where your strengths align with real needs. Where is there demand for what you offer? Where can your values resonate? What can you bring that no one else is bringing quite the same way? Don't go into a market just because it's big. Go because you believe you can make a meaningful difference there. And when you go all in. Half measures yield half results. Enter with commitment, with humility, and with a willingness to evolve. The role of leadership. As leaders, it's our job to champion this kind of growth. Not just logistically, but emotionally. We must communicate the vision, clearly. Why this market? Why now? What does success look like, and what will it take? Bring your team along for the journey. Inspire them with the mission. Empower them with the tools they need. And celebrate every milestone, because each one means you're breaking new ground. Remember, you set the tone. Your courage becomes their courage. Your confidence becomes their confidence. And when challenges arise, as they will, your resilience becomes the glue that holds it all together. Real impact, real growth. Let's not forget, expanding into new markets isn't just good for business. It's good for people. It creates jobs. It introduces new ideas. It sparks innovation across borders. When done right, it brings cultures together, solves real problems, and raises standards of living. This isn't just about profits. This is about legacy. Your company can be a force that reshapes industries and redefines what's possible, not just where you started, but around the world. Conclusion: do not let comfort keep you small. Do not let fear keep you still. The world is out there waiting, full of new customers, new challenges, and new victories. Expansion is not the end of the journey. It is the beginning of your next great chapter. So dream boldly, plan wisely, act fearlessly, and remember, the world doesn't belong to those who sit back and watch. It belongs to those who dare to step forward and build. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.